Hello, everybody. Brad Johnson here. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to another episode of New Earth TV Live. So, we're going to be doing some meditation here very shortly. Okay, there's already been some requests of people wanting me to guide a meditation to just share some love with people in Ottawa right now, with Ottawa, Ontario, in Canada, because there is police breakdowns happening there. In a way, that's great, because that's showing the entire world that, number one, the people have prevailed. And what happens? What invokes that idea of violence? It's because the corrupt are losing. They're losing everything. They have gotten so incredibly desperate that they have tried every particular thing that they can think of, checking it off their bucket list. Nothing works. The people cannot be defeated when they are holding the line and they are remaining calm and peaceful and loving. That's how you defeat a bully. Okay, we'll get to that in just a few moments. We'll also be going into Q&A here in a little bit as well too. We're also going to do some healing requests also today too as well. Okay, so meditation, healing requests, and Q&A. But first and foremost, we're going to go ahead and begin with some announcements. Beautiful, sacred geometrical clothing, apparel, and accessories imbued with spirit source energy to heal, rejuvenate, detoxify, and strengthen the body. Shop now at healingcodeshop.com.
The latest revelation in alternative healing has arrived. The Healing Code Cards, a spiritual technology unlike anything else. Through the power of sacred geometry imbued with pure source energy, physical ailments can become eliminated and detoxified from your body. 36 cards specifically designed to work on the major areas of the body, encouraging natural recovery and increased vitality. Working with the cards are easy, and their healing results are profound. Download our collection of free sample cards so you can experience results for yourself. And don't forget to view our customer testimonials. Our printed Healing Code card deck is available now with shipping available worldwide. Visit our website at healingcodecards.com.
And of course, private sessions are also available, 15 and 30-minute sessions, as well as the offline sessions, Spirit Insight sessions, 3-question email sessions as well too. Now, the offline sessions are getting pretty busy, so they're being booked up to about late June. So there's going to be more of a waiting period for that. But the private sessions, one-to-one, are actually more earlier available, okay? So they're pretty much booked up to about mid-May right now. So if you do want to contact me, you'd be better off getting the one-to-one private sessions, okay? Or the other option, of course, is joining up with Patreon, okay? Where I'm still doing my weekly group Q&A sessions here up until March 1st. And then come March 1st, there will be a single membership tier on Patreon, where everybody can sign up. It'll be $25 per month. You guys will have access to everything of the Patreon content. Okay, the content on Patreon will be fully accessible to you, and you'll also be able to participate in the bi-weekly group Q&A sessions starting March 2nd. Okay, so that's going to be very exciting. So it's definitely much more at an affordable rate. People have asked me about that. Brad, is it possible you can make this a little bit more affordable? So I thought, okay, we'll just scrap the gold membership and we'll make it a silver membership, and we'll do bi-weekly group Q&A sessions through the silver membership, where you guys are also getting the Patreon content as well too. So I'm also putting to end a rumor. Some people are saying, "Oh, Brad, are you closing down your YouTube channel and everything's going to be Patreon?" No, absolutely not. I would never do that, guys. Okay, talked about this before. Patreon is just an extension of my sessions. Right? It's an extension of my sessions, and it's an extension of everything that represents paid content on my New Earth Teachings website, not my New Earth Teachings channel. Okay? There's a difference between those two. It's a difference between my website and the YouTube channel. So I have content on my New Earth Teachings website that is going on Patreon that people can access through the membership, right? So the website content is going on there, not the YouTube channel. Okay? YouTube channel will still be here Thursdays and Fridays, doing live streams, as I always do, with the occasional video coming up weekly as well too, okay? I am going to be returning back to the Infinite Intelligence reports, okay? So that's something you guys should remember. I know a lot of you guys love the Infinite Intelligence reports, but they're going to be returning monthly, okay? So not only will I be doing the New Earth Insights on Thursdays, and the New Earth TV Live here today on Friday. But the Infinite Intelligence reports will be coming back, okay? But they're going to be monthly altogether. So I'm going to be debuting an Infinite Intelligence report here probably by next week, okay? And then it'll be monthly after that. So the Infinite Intelligence reports will be coming back, all right? Because I think it's still important to have those as well too, because I talk about different types of reports within the Infinite Intelligence reports. They're much more spiritual reports, okay? So those are going to be coming back here very soon too. Okay, and again, you can check out the Telegram group, Brad Johnson New Earth Insights. You'll find that in the video description below. Okay, the same with my other Telegram group, which is the New Earth Teachings community group, okay, where you can put your own posts and topics there as well. And again, a reminder that again, my videos here on YouTube are also backed up on Odyssey. Okay, so if the unforeseen ever happens, don't worry. All of the YouTube content that I have here on the channel is backed up on odyssey.com. Okay, so you'll find the link also in the video description. So feel free to subscribe to that channel as well too, to the backup channel. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started firstly with a guided meditation. Okay, it's going to be kind of a short meditation today. I'm just going to kind of get right to the point with the meditation, but we're just going to warm ourselves up first, and then we're going to go into that meditation. And then you guys will have, secondly, an open meditation. Okay, so we're basically going to be focusing on Ottawa today. Okay, but then there will be a second meditation where you can focus your energies independently on a person or another place, all right, or a group, completely up to you, just using the same process that we're going to do here today, okay? Okay, so let's just get ourselves nice and relaxed, nice and comfortable. Taking a deep breath in, deep breath out. Once again, deep breath in and out. And one more time, deep breath in and out. And now we're going to do some heart rate variability breathing, okay, for about a minute or two. So, nasal breathing, in and out, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out, okay? So deep breath in, 1, 2, 3, 4, out to the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, into the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, out to the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this together now. And one more time. Okay, very good. So I want you now just to keep your eyes closed. And I want you now just to imagine that you're looking at the earth. Through your mind, you're looking at the earth, and you're zooming in now, and we're going right to Ottawa, Ontario, the east coast of Canada. Okay, and we're zooming in right into that city of Ottawa. Okay, and I want you just to be aware, just like you're looking at it from a sky view, you're just in the sky looking down, just like you're looking at Google Maps, for example, and you're just looking at the city of Ottawa. And what I want you to do is I want you just to imagine now that everything is turning black and white, that the entire city is now black and white in color. And what I want you to do is I want you to see gold specks. Okay, so as you're looking upon the city of Ottawa, even if you can't see it, just feel it. You're feeling gold specks. Those gold specks represent those who are holding the line. Those gold specks represent love energy. Those gold specks represent supporters, represent the peacemakers. And now you're going to see another speck, and this speck is colored red. And so you're going to see the red specks that represent corruption, that represent anger and aggression, that represent violence, that represent harshness. And so again, you're floating above the sky here. And what I want you to do is I want you just to place one hand on your heart and the other hand directly in front of you, just like you're pointing down at the city. And you're going to feel white light coming out through your hand from your heart. Okay? So with our hand, one hand on the heart, the other hand in that sense is extended, just like we're looking down at the city from a sky view. And as you breathe in, you're breathing in that white light coming into the heart through the right hand. Let's say again, if your right hand is on your heart, you're breathing in. All that white light is coming into your hand and into the heart. And as you exhale, that energy is flowing through the heart into your other hand. And that white light is flowing down onto the city. Okay? So as we inhale now, deep breath in. The hand that is in our heart is glowing white. And as we exhale slowly, that white light is passing through the heart, going through the other hand that is extended, and coming out to the palm of the other hand. And you are distributing that light upon the entire city. I want you just to distribute that pure, loving white light throughout the entire city. Just like you're holding that city in a bubble. The white light is cocooning the city of Ottawa. I want you just to hold your focus there. Again, as you inhale, taking in that white light, as you exhale slowly and softly, passing it through the heart, passing it through the other hand, and distributing that white light upon the city of Ottawa, cocooning it into that white light. And as you're breathing in, as you're breathing out, give a blessing. That blessing can be something as simple as a single word: love, or peace, or compassion, or happiness, or freedom, or joy, or bliss. Or harmony. And you're bringing that love, that harmony, that compassion, that bliss, that peace, and it's flowing through the light that you're putting onto Ottawa, Ontario. And that cocoon around the city is getting thicker and thicker, thicker and thicker, thicker and thicker. And with all of this collective white light that many of us are now sending the city of Ottawa, you are noticing that those small specks of red are starting to fade. And you will notice that those small specks of gold are starting to illuminate. With this white light, love of cocoon that you are putting around the city. And now you're feeling that thickness of the cocoon of the white light through your peace and love and tranquility. And it's now smoothing everything out. It is softening the corrupt, and it is illuminating the genuine, loving supporters. So I want you just to take a moment now and just really feel that. Really feel all of that love penetrating the city through that cocoon, and feeling the illumined, the loved ones growing brighter, and the corrupt dimming away, the aggressors dimming away. Completely fill that entire city with your love, your compassion, your joy, making that cocoon thicker and thicker, thicker and thicker, thicker and thicker. And just give a final blessing now to the city of Ottawa. A personal message that you may have, a personal blessings, a personal feeling of wisdom that you want to personally share with the people of Ottawa, both the ones that are loving and the ones that are corrupt, the ones who are aggressive. You're just giving it your love. And give them that wise message to end this meditation now. Okay, and we'll take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay, and you can just still keep your eyes closed. Okay, so we got a second meditation that we're going to do right now. But this second meditation is going to be more free form. Okay, so what I want you to do is, with your eyes still closed, you can either think of a person or a group or another place on the planet that you are going to give your love to. Okay, and it's the same thing. If it's a person, you're just feeling yourself floating above their house, and you're wrapping them around in this white cocoon. Okay? Are they a very loving person? Are they very much, in that sense, holding the line as well too, in their own way? Or have they come to a lot of aggression and fear in their life? Well, that will determine if, again, you're seeing them as a gold speck or you're seeing them as a red speck. Or maybe there's a combination of the two. Maybe there's some gold in them and some red in them. That works as well too. If you're working with the group, same thing applies. Okay, if you're working with a group of people, you're seeing the specks. You're floating above their location. Okay, if you're working with a city or a country, same thing. We just tell Spirit to show us the gold specks and show us the red specks. Okay, and we're just floating above that city. We're floating above that country. We're floating above that location. And once again, your hand is upon the heart. In this example, my right hand is upon my heart, and my left hand is extended, and I'm looking down. And as I inhale, bringing all that white light in, and as I exhale, slowly pushing all of that white light through the heart, into the hand, and feeling all of that white light with all of my love and compassion gathering into that area, gathering around that person or group, or that city or that country. And I'm making that white cocoon thicker and thicker. I'm wrapping that cocoon around that person, or that group, or that city, or that country. And I'm just bringing my sincere love, my sincere happiness, my sincere joy, my sincere compassion around that city, around that country, or around that person or group. And as I continue to concentrate my energy there, the cocoon is getting thicker and thicker and thicker. And as that cocoon thickens more and more, I'm seeing the gold specks illuminate, And I'm seeing the red specks dim away. Seeing the gold specks lighten up. Seeing the red specks fading away completely. And I'm feeling the joy and the happiness within that space. Through a person, through a group, through a city, through a country. There's just that joy that remains. There's that pure happiness that is there. Because all I am doing is functioning as a vessel for Spirit, to let Spirit's love flow through this vessel, cocoon that area, and let love and happiness and joy be the powerful factor that is inside that cocoon, thickening it, letting the love be illumined, and letting the corrupt and aggressive fade away. And taking a deep breath in, deep breath out. And again, just giving your blessings to that person, that group, that city, that state, that province, that country, wherever you are. Give it your wisdom blessings, just like you did when working with Ottawa. And we'll take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Great job, guys. Okay, I felt a lot of you supporting this meditation. Okay, this is what we do, guys. If we can get together in these very big mass group meditations, right? I only have so many subscribers on my channel, and that's great. But there's even bigger groups that have thousands, hundreds of thousands, perhaps even millions of people that meditate daily to bringing the love upon the planet. This does make a difference, guys, right? Just sitting and meditating, some people, oh, that doesn't make a difference. Oh, it does. Remember, like I said, the only way you need to bring in critical mass is to power the thought behind it. That's all it takes. Okay. The reason why I'm able to do a lot of healing work on you guys is because I let Spirit come in, and the thought comes in to bring about that replenishment within yourself. I'm not going up here and I'm not taking any actions. I'm not flying a plane over to where you are and personally working on you. This is all through thought. This is all through intention. This is all through intuition. Okay? It does make a difference. So let's work together with that. Let's work with these big groups. Let's continue to bring love upon the entire planet, because that does make a difference. Okay? Thank you, everybody. So, now we're going to go into healing requests. Okay? So, like I said, if you guys do have healing requests, please let me know what form of healing you require, right? If you got a bad back, if you got a sore knee, if you got a headache in that sense. If it's for somebody else, same thing. Please just let me know what they have. It helps. Okay? So I'm just going to go through the list here. I know I got a couple of donation requests. Lisa, thank you for your request, or your donation. I appreciate that. Okay. Alan has a donation here as well, too. Alan says, "Hi, Brad. Can we please heal the burning sensation I feel almost daily between my left shoulder and upper spine? I cannot tune in now, but hope that watching later and joining in the healing will help." Okay. That's fine. If by chance you can't be here right now, just come into the recording later on. This is going to work in real time, even if you're here or not. Okay. So yes, Alan, I'll do some work on you now. So what I'm going to do, Alan, is that you're not here. I'm just going to talk to your higher self. Okay. So what I'm going to tell Alan's higher self, just to be present with me now. Okay. Alan's higher self is present with me now. And just placing your hair, placing your hands, rather, Placing your hands, you're not doing your hair like this, no. Placing your hands together in a prayer position, center of your chest. Take a deep breath in and out. And now just tuning into your heart, making your heart transparent. I want you to imagine the light inside your heart is now just flowing directly into the center of your palms. Okay, so you're feeling that heart light in the center of your palms. And now we're going to slowly start to expand that light. As we inhale, we're making that light brighter and brighter. As we exhale, we start to extend our hands, making that light bigger and bigger. Inhale, brighter and brighter. Exhale, bigger and bigger. Inhale, brighter and brighter. Exhale, bigger and bigger. Inhale, brighter and brighter. Exhale, bigger and bigger. And extending the hands as far and as wide as they can go. Okay, and just attuning to that light. That is your light of love, of trust, and of faith. Okay, so I just want you to hold that light there. Hold the light rather than hold the line. Hold the light now, making it as big as the universe itself. And just remain there with your attention on your light. Apply. And you are well, you are at peace, you are pure, and you are perfect. Be well, my son. And to Alan's higher self, taking all of that light now, slowly bringing it back, retracting it back into the heart space. And as we're doing this, we're saying the words, God is making me better and better. 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 And bringing that light back into the heart. That this work is done. And Alan, it wasn't just the idea of your shoulder and your upper spine, it was in your hips. Okay? Your hips were very much out of whack. Okay? Your hips are very much out of posture. Okay, and that takes a toll on the upper back and the shoulders as well too. So you want to make sure your hips are aligned. So what I would also suggest, Alan, you visit chiropractors. Okay, you go to a chiropractor, you make sure your hips are properly adjusted. Okay, and you can work on your spine as well too. But nonetheless, the work is being done now with spirit upon you. Okay, so you're going to be well, you're going to be refined, you're going to be replenished. Be well to you. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me just go up to the chat here. Okay, this is a request here from Jaway. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Jaway Jr. Jaway says, "Hi Brad, could you please help me with my ripped out upper left molar?" Wow, ripped out. Okay. Yes, I'll certainly look into that now. Okay. So Jaway, if you're here with me, just do this together. I'm just going to be calling in your higher self, just in case you're not here. All right. So, placing our hands upon our chest, deep breath in, deep breath out. Putting our hands in prayer position. Okay, seeing our heart transparent. Seeing the spirit light going in between the palms. Making the spirit light brighter and brighter as you inhale. And as you exhale, making that light bigger and bigger. Extending your hands. Inhale, brighter and brighter. Exhale, bigger and bigger. Inhale, brighter and brighter. Exhale, bigger and bigger. Brighter and brighter, bigger and bigger. Fully extending out your hands as far and as wide as they can go. Making that heart light as wide as the universe itself. Now I want you just to tune into that heart light, for again, that is your love, your trust, and your faith. Apply. Okay, you will be well. You will be replenished, Yahweh. Okay? So taking your light once again, retracting it back, saying out loud or in your mind as you're retracting back the light, God is making me better and better. 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 Okay? Bringing that light back into your heart. Feeling it return. Okay? You are going to be well. Okay? Spirit is taking care of all that right now. Working with your insides, clearing all that out. Bringing harmony back into the body. Okay? So I want you just to drink some fresh water. As you're drinking the fresh water, you are seeing that that fresh water is healing water. Okay? That healing water is completely healing your condition. So what you can do additionally, as you drink the water, is tell Spirit to enter the water as you drink it down. Okay? And it's replenishing the body with that Spirit healing water that you are invoking. Okay? Much love to you. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, we have one here from Lizzie W. Forgot that there was one above here, above Yahweh. Lizzie W. says, healing request, Brad, please send healing to my brain and CNS. CNS. Not too sure what CNS is, but okay. We'll work with it anyways. Spirit knows. All right. So Lizzie, right now, just being present with me now. I'm going to call in your higher self anyways. All right. So hands upon the center of the chest, taking a deep breath in. Deep breath out. I think you mean CNS is in the central nervous system, right? So that's basically what's come to me. Okay, central nervous system and the brain. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you, Spirit, for the clarity. Spirit fills me in if I'm not getting it. Okay, so now let's place our hands together in prayer position. Okay, let's see our heart transparent. Let's see all the light from your heart moving directly into the center of your palms. Okay, as we inhale, making that light brighter and brighter. As we exhale, making that light bigger and bigger, extending our hands. Brighter and brighter, bigger and bigger. Brighter and brighter, bigger and bigger. Brighter and brighter, bigger and bigger. Okay, so Lizzie, extending all that light, that heart light, to make it as big as the universe. Okay, and I want you just to bring your soft attention to that light. That is your love, your trust, your faith. Okay, we will now begin. Apply. Lizzie, you will be restored. You will recover. You will replenish yourself. For you are in a state of purity. You are well. You are perfect. Be well, dearest daughter. And now, Lizzie, just taking that love energy, that light, okay, and slowly starting to contract it, bring it back, retracting it back into your hearts. As you're doing this, God is making me better and better. 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 Putting it all back into the heart, making sure all that light returns. I can already feel myself vibrating from the healings. That's wonderful. Okay. So same thing with you, Lizzie, just as I told Jawei as well too. Grab a glass of water, invoke spirit to come into the water, and know that you're drinking that healing water, repairing every cell in your body as you slowly sip and drink the water down. Okay? Intend for a good night's sleep as well too. Very good. A lot of that energy is emotional. Okay, it's emotional and mental trauma, guys. This is the whole idea. Is that as those emotions and mental states within ourselves run rampant, it takes a toll on the body after many years. Many of us wonder why we're sick. We wonder why we're ill. And it's not so much about not taking good care of the physical body. There's part of that. That's a small part. The larger part is your own emotional and mental well-being. If your emotional and mental well-being are heavily compromised, you will experience these chronic conditions. You will also attract some very harsh, eventful situations that will lead to harm upon yourself. A dirty body is going to attract dirty situations. A dirty body is going to attract dirty illnesses and dirty ailments. A clean body is going to be free of all those things because we have clean emotions and we have a clean mentality. Those clean mentalities, those clean emotions, that clean body is going to bring you back into living inside. And now you will live out the rest of your days without anything bothering you. This again is the wisdom of the ancient sages, of the ancient masters and teachers before me. And they're just using me as a vessel, constantly reminding you guys. I know you guys are probably getting sick and tired, because Brad's always telling us to go inside and to live inside and to clean up the body and making sure we're taking care of our conflicts and eliminating our conflicts. It's why I'm here, guys. This is the main reason why I'm on this planet right now. Okay, I am here to remind you guys, and I will continue to remind you until you get absolutely sick and tired of it and saying, okay, Brad, fine, geez, I'll do it. I've done my job. Okay? So I'm going to keep bugging you guys until you start going in here and you clean yourself up. That's where you're going to start living life truly. As someone who has personally done this inner work, as someone who walks his own talk, I do not just come on here and say these things to you guys without me doing my own work. I've done this work. I've done exactly what I teach. I always lead by example. So for someone who has done this, I'm telling you, it will change your life and you will not get sick again. Your body will not get ill. You will not host chronic conditions because you are constantly working to eliminate all of the conflicts that have made you ill, because you set your sights on a single goal. I am healthy, I am free, I am peaceful, and I am happy. That's my goal. So I use BCR technique. I fill my heart with that love because it is so incredibly simple to do. And I want to feed more of that time doing my healing work because that's what's going to make me feel better. If I'm constantly looking outside with binoculars about how the state of the world is right now and how I'm constantly getting offended and I'm constantly getting disgusted and I'm constantly getting revolted by every single thing that I'm seeing through my binocular vision relating to the outside world, I'm going to get more sick. I am going to host chronic conditions. Right? So, I don't think I need to lecture you guys about this. You already know. Go in here. BCR technique, cord removal healing, conflict elimination. Free techniques on this channel, available at your leisure. Okay? So, Jerry, thank you for your contribution. Appreciate that. So let's go down the list here a bit more. So we'll be getting into Q&A here very shortly, guys. We're probably going to do about 1 or 2 more healing requests. Then we're going to get into Q&A. Okay, this is from VM. VM says, would you send healing to my back? Please, Brad, bad sciatica. Thank you. Okay. We're also going to do a group healing at the end of the broadcast as well, too. Okay. So we'll do another group healing at the very end. So VM, certainly. Your back, your sciatica. Okay. Okay, just so you know, guys, when you have a bad sciatica, stress, tension, anxiety, fear, panic, apprehension, very common causes to an impaired sciatica, to an inflamed sciatica, right? I could go into a very big story about why this actually happens in the body, but it's not too important, right? It really just comes down to our mental and emotional well-being. All right? So VM, right now, placing your hands upon the center of your chest, take a deep breath in and out. I'm calling in your higher self. Okay, your higher self is with me here. Okay, placing your hands now in prayer posture, making your heart transparent, feeling all of that heart light coming into the center of the palms, I'll say. Okay. While that light is in your hands, inhale, brightening that light. Exhale, extending your hands, making that light bigger and bigger. Brighter and brighter, bigger and bigger. Brighter and brighter, bigger and bigger. Brighter and brighter, bigger and bigger. Making it as big as the universe itself, and just giving your attention to that heart light. We will begin. Apply. All right. Love energy is coming into you now, VM. Your sciatica, your back is being restored, replenished, purified, and brought back into perfection. Know that Spirit is with you. Know that Spirit is working with you here and now. Be well, my child. Coming back into your light now, slowly bring it back in. God is making me better and better. 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 Putting that heart light back into the chest, back into the heart. Okay, great job, VM. Your higher self was super cooperative with that. Okay, so that's great. So VM, again, drink some water, invoke Spirit, intend a very good night's rest. Okay, and I'd like you to do a little bit more stretching. I'd like you to do a little bit more exercises per day as well too, right? So really just kind of working your shoulders, just doing to what you feel is comfortable in doing, right? See if you can reach down to the bottom of your feet. Okay, try and do a forward fold. Okay, do it very slowly and gently at first, but over time, I'd like to hear back from you and saying, Brad, I can touch my feet. Okay, if you can touch your feet, you're doing really well. If you're touching your feet, you won't have that sciatica pain anymore. All right, thank you very much, VM. Okay, Sergeant Pepper, thank you very much for your contribution as well, too. So we're going to do one more personal healing, guys, and we're going to go on into Q&A, and then we're going to do group healing at the end of the broadcast. Okay. Okay, guys. If you have healing requests, I have to know what your issue is. Okay. You can't just say healing request. I need to know what it is. Okay. So let me just go down to one more person. Okay, I think we'll end with Mariette. Okay, Mariette says, grief healing for mom, please. With me now, brother suicide. Okay. Grief healing for mom, please. With me now, brother suicide. Okay. I believe she means that your mother is grieving because your brother committed suicide. Okay. I believe that's what is happening here. So, Mariette, yes, we will work together with that now. We'll certainly bring some love to your mother. Okay. So, I'm going to call in Mariette's mother's higher self to be with me now here. Okay. Okay. Well, she's a very strong energy. Mariette, your mom's energy is quite strong. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, Mariette, mom's higher self. Placing your hands together in prayer posture. Feeling that light flowing through the palms, the heart light, with the heart being transparent. Okay, inhaling, making that light brighter and brighter. Exhaling, extending the hands, making that light bigger and bigger. Brighter and brighter, 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 bigger and bigger. And giving that attention to your heart light, your love, your trust, your faith. And to Mariette's mother, we will begin. Apply. And to Mariette's mother, your son sends his blessings as well too. He is being looked after. He is well. He is content. He is still somewhat confused, but he is receiving guidance and help. He wants to share his love with his family, wants to let them know how much he appreciates them, how much he cares for them, how much you mean to him. And he will continue to be in your field as you ask for him. But that guidance must come through calmness. It must come through centered understanding. And your son will appear to you. And he will share his love to you as well. He is with God. And all is peaceful. All is joy. All is one. All is harmony. Bringing all of that love now back, all that light now back into the heart. God is making me better and better. God is making me better and better. God is making me better and better. Putting all that love back into the heart. And your son is smiling a bright smile to his entire family and to everybody else here who has offered their love as well. Thank you. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you for your requests, your healing requests. Like I said, we're going to do a group healing at the end of the broadcast today. So now we're going to go ahead and move forward into Q&A. Okay, so if you guys do have any questions for me, you can feel free to share through the chat. Okay. Okay, I had an update from Lilium. Lilium here, I think it was last week. Lilium came on, and she had a problem with her lung collapse on the last broadcast. So she just messaged me here in the chat, said, "Thank you, Brad, cured from my lung collapse." Okay, her lung collapse is completely cured. That's wonderful to hear. Congratulations, Lilium. Okay, like I said, I didn't do anything. Spirit's just coming through me. I'm just doing the vessel. I'm just being the vessel. Okay. So really that thanks should go to Spirit, okay? I'm appreciative that you thank me, but Spirit's doing the work, okay? So let's give a moment, guys. Give love to Spirit. Give blessings and give praise to Spirit. Because Spirit is coming in, and Spirit is giving these miracles to you. It's not me. Brad's a nobody, okay? Brad doesn't matter. It's Spirit. It's Spirit that works through Brad that matters. Okay? I'm not important. Please give your praise to Spirit. Very important. All right? Just as I do each and every single day. I'm always thanking Spirit, always thanking Divine Mother God for everything. Okay? This is just a vessel. I am Spirit. Okay, so very good news. Thank you very much, Lilium, for that update. And thank you again, guys, for your contributions and your sharing and your requests. Okay, so let's go down to some questions now. I think I saw some questions earlier. I'm just seeing if I can find them. It's the problem with having a big chat here with lots of people on. Trying to find these original posts here. Okay. So why don't I just go up to the very top of the chat here first. Let's see how everybody's doing. Hello, everybody. Like I said, it's great to see people here from all over the world. Okay, going down the list. Okay. So Jane says, "I agree with you, Brad, but I am sending an SOS to the Alliance for an intervention on behalf of all the innocents and indeed all of us. Wherever you send your love energy, Jane, right? That intention will follow." Okay, so very good. Let me just see here. Okay, just bear with me, guys. I'm just going through a very big, long chat list here. Looking to see if we have some questions already. I would think there was some questions earlier. That's what I was trying to find. Okay, this one here is from Sean Ryshak. Sean says, "Hi, Brad. Could you talk about PCR tests and whether they are harmful, and perhaps explore the future of the Balkans in Europe? Much appreciated." Okay, so let's try and keep our questions just to a single question, guys, because I do want to give other people a chance. So I think what we're just going to do for this time now, Sean, next time you can ask me that question again, either next Thursday or next Friday, about the Balkans, okay? But let's take a look at the PCR test right now, okay? I think that's a big matter that a lot of people are concerned about. Okay? So let's take a look through the cards here about the PCR tests. Are they harmful? A lot of them are actually being re-sanitized, okay? A lot of the old harmful ones are being taken out of commission, okay? I think it's just in general that people really will not want to take these PCR tests anymore because, well, firstly, they're duds. They're unnecessary. In the past, they were somewhat harmful, yes, because if they try and swab you and do all that stuff, they could have, some contaminants on that swab. But a lot of that stuff is being removed, okay? And this has actually been happening a while back, okay? So to me, this is feeling like the counterforces, okay, the counterforce management. I'll call it counterforce admin. That sounds better. Okay, so counterforce admin has certainly intervened and is clearing out a lot of those old contaminated PCR tests, okay? So cleanup is taking place. Looks like things are starting to regain order, okay? Continual cleanup happening behind the scenes. People are not going to be affected by that PCR test in regards to old contamination. New ones are being put into place. It's kind of like what I've talked about before with the idea of placebo vaccinations, right, that are trying to come in its place right now. Okay. Okay, so the present moment is we're going to start seeing some exposures about those OPCR tests very, very soon, about what they represent. Okay, they were very much dark cult controlled. Okay, in the near future, there's going to be more exposure coming against these guys, right? So I think there's going to be some big exposures with regards to those OPCR tests, but we're moving forward. Energies are in the works right now, and from what I can see, a lot of that stuff is already being cleaned up, but there's going to be some exposures coming together here. So, like I said, a lot of their despicable technologies are being confiscated. This is why there's a lot of cargo freighters kept at sea, right? A lot of it was 5G technology, weaponization, nanotechnology, vaccines, all of that. A lot of that has been kept at bay, and they're trying to create these kind of makeshift temporary things so that people do not get harmed to the nature of the PCRs. Okay? So that's what I can share. That's what the cards are showing me for that. But yes, it certainly was controlled by the dark cult. It certainly was a dark force method there, or dark cult agenda, I would say, to try and contaminate those PCR tests and just trying to get you sick, right? So they stop at nothing. But the good news is a lot of that is being removed. So that's the positive spin here. Okay, Sean, thank you for that. And again, ask me that other question next week, okay? So let's go down the list here a bit more. So again, guys, if you're just tuning in, I'll be doing a group healing at the end of the broadcast, okay? So you can join in with me. Okay, just give me a moment here, guys. Still just going down. Yes, it's a very long list, okay. Okay, here's one from Tiffany. Tiffany says, "Hi Brad, could you go into some more detail about how the dark energy affected Africa and how the light forces are liberating Africa as there's so much dark energy here?" Okay, I don't really need to go into the cards for this one, okay? I'm just going to let Spirit come in and do some talking. It is for you to know that the continent of Africa is one of the cradles of human civilization. In fact, Africa, by itself, in its own nature, contains many precious things. It has been heralded as the mother of the earth to that which is Africa. Many of the ancient tribes have worked diligently to keep Africa together in harmony and in love, and they have been indeed the peacemakers. But even before man's arrival upon the earth, Africa was being invaded by those who were interested in her preciousness that would be seen as resources. And so, leading into the modern day, many resources from Africa have been pillaged. Wars have been fought over the continent of Africa regarding territory, regarding resources, regarding wealth, regarding greed. And because Africa holds so much of this pure goodness within herself, she has been a target by many of the greedy upon the earth. And there is certainly an intervention taking place that is going to turn the tables on all those who have pinpointed Africa to satisfy and quench their greed. So these forces of light are coming forward, and these forces of light work together through the people. The people are the saviors. It's not something in regards to government. It's not a shadow government that's not working behind the scenes to liberate you guys. It's you guys. This is what I've also talked about. Dolores Cannon has talked about this too, about the waves of volunteers. Okay, this is the plan. is that we have these powerful souls incarnating in human bodies, and they are going to take up positions in life to assist in the dismantling of the corrupt. And we are going to do it with softness. We are not going to do it with war. We are not going to do it with hardness. We are not going to do it with violence. This is all coming together through peaceful non-compliance. When the countries of the world, including those countries existing in the continent of Africa, realize that this is the way, corruption will fall. You cannot battle corruption by being corrupt yourself. You cannot battle aggression by being aggressive yourself. The people of this planet, the souls that are within those bodies, are beautiful, powerful, knowledgeable, and experienced souls. They have been through this before. The one you're looking at right now. I've been through this before many times, and I'm remembering it. And many of you may start to remember the roles that you have done on other planets, in other dimensions as well too, to where there has been tyranny, to where there has been aggression. And what did the people of that planet do to liberate themselves? Peaceful non-compliance. They stood together in solidarity. They stood together in peaceful protest. This is why we're repeating it here on this planet, because that's what works. It works. The bullies lose their power. The entire world holds the line behind these areas of the planet that have been going through immense suffering and overtaking of greedy corporations and corruption. And so we are aware of this. We gather in the thousands and we hold the line. And what do? We emphasize peace and happiness and joy and love. We are raising the frequency of the planet, whereas the corrupt are trying to keep it in a shell. So their shell cracks because people are just sending so much love across the entire planet, just like what's happening in Canada right now, right? Just like what's happened in Africa and has happened in Africa for hundreds of thousands of years, okay, even before man showed up. But again, as the people that currently occupy Africa right now are now coming together, they're discovering their soul tribes. They're discovering these groups, and they're standing and they're holding the line. And they are working together in solidarity through peaceful non-compliance. Okay? That's what's happening, everybody. That's how you win. That's how you become a success. It's not about trying to fight fire with fire. Not going to work. You're going back to square one again. Because all you're doing is you're maintaining that shell. They have this hard, dense shell over humanity, and have had that hard, dense shell over us for a very long time. And in order to defeat that shell, you got to raise the love. You got to stand in solidarity. You got to come together. Soul tribes have to unite. That's what cracks the shell. And once their shell is cracked, they can never repair it again. All they've been trying to do is try to hold the same shell together for thousands of years. I'm not even just talking about Africa. I'm talking about the entire planet. Okay, this is a planetary shell that they have spent so many thousands of years trying to solidify and harden and thicken. But the moment that that shell becomes compromised, the moment that that shell starts to crack, and now the moment that that shell now starts to cave in on itself, that shell can never be erected again. Earth will be officially established as a solidarity, peaceful, non-compliant civilization of humanity upon it. Once we get there, there's no turning back. Okay, and we're there right now. This is what I've talked about in 2020 about the point of no return. We are moving into new ground. And all we do is we hold the line. We hold the line, we stay in love. When someone comes up to us aggressively, our response, I love you. Yeah, but I'm saying you're this and you're that and you're other thing. I love you. I love you. I love you. You are blessed. You are beautiful. You are a powerful, divine spirit of the light. And I love you. They don't know what to say to you. They're trying to be aggressive. They're trying to point their finger at your chest and trying to poke at you and shove you. And you're just there. You're just saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you is your reinforcement. I see you as me. You are me and I love you. You have my unconditional love to you. They don't know what to do because they're not getting that pushback, right? If someone pushes you and you want to push back, well, then you got to fight. If someone's just pushing you and you're just here, okay, well, we're going to arrest you. Go ahead. It's okay. I love you. It's no problem. And they handcuff you. They put you in the police car. And you're still having nothing but loving thoughts towards the entire police force. You're still having nothing but loving thoughts pertaining to the entire regime that's taking place. You're unbeatable. And that's what they can't stand. They can't entice the truckers, right? They can't entice the people that are in these groups that are going to be standing in solidarity in Africa. Okay? That's going to be happening as well too. Africa is going to be going through a big revolution. It's already starting right now. Because they are learning from what Canadians are doing. The funny thing, guys, is that Canadians are pretty much leading the charge of this entire protest. I never thought I'd see the day. Okay? And the world is taking their cue from the Canadians. This is what we do. We show no violence whatsoever. They can slander us all they want. They can steal our jerry cans all they want. They can try to pretend to place weapons underneath our trucks all they want. They can try and hire actors to try and feel like we're being aggressive so that mainstream media can have a field day with this all they want. They can try and arrest our organizers all they want. We're not going to budge. And they run out of options. They're exhausted while you are empowered. You just keep smiling. You just say, I love you, I love you, I love you. Because that takes no effort at all. This is what I've been saying for so many years. That when you stand in the solidarity of your love, nothing can touch you. Does not matter if you have aggressive people trying to shove you, trying to say things mean to you. All you're doing is you're just taking a deep breath in. I love you, I love you, I love you. Right? And that's it. We have to get into that mantra of, I love you. We have to get into that mantra of, peace be with you. Right? This, again, is coming from those wise souls. Those wise souls are coming upon the planet, and they're exercising this. So we may feel upset because people are being arrested. No. It's all part of it. It's all part of the plan. That needs to happen, because that is now an option that they have ticked off the list. We've arrested organizers, and nobody's budging. And now they go through their bucket list and they've checked everything off. And now, in a matter of days ahead, Canadians will have won this protest. Late February, early March, around that time, we will have succeeded. Because we're just letting them go off their bucket list. Go ahead. Try everything. Create your fake emergency act. All of that. Go ahead and try. Seize our bank accounts. Right? Seize our house if you need to. Doesn't matter. We're standing in solidarity. You have nothing to threaten me with. And that is them without any ammo. And then they give up. They can't do anything. They cannot entice anybody. So the people prevail. That is what's going to happen to Africa. That is what's going to happen to Europe. That's what's going to happen to Asia. That's what's going to happen to Australia. That's what's going to happen to North America. That's what's going to happen to Central America. That's what's going to happen to South America. That's going to happen to every single country on the planet. We will have succeeded through solidarity. That's us going to work. That's us doing our work, right? So, Tiffany, that's some brief information I can give you about Africa, but really just also about the light holding the line, because that's a world thing, not just with Africa, okay? Thank you for your question. Okay, whoops. Oh, why does it always do that? I'm about to go to a question, and all of a sudden, the chat just suddenly shifts on me here. Ugh. It was a good question as well, too. Where did I go? Okay, right down here. Okay. So there was another question here under Tiffany's. DIHDH. Bro Star Brad, when are we going to have direct one-to-one contact with our divine Pleiadian fleet? Right now, if you want to. Right now. But you yourself, not the entire planet. Okay? If you want divine contact, you have to make that important. And you have to understand how that works. In order for you to connect with your star family, everybody, you need to be in the vibration to where your star family can connect with you. This is why I'm teaching you guys BCR technique. This is why I'm teaching you guys to open up your heart so that love flows through you. They operate on a very high frequency. Okay? If you're down here in the dumps, they can't talk to you. Okay? So what do? You lift yourself up. Now that you're lifting yourself up, they can come down a little bit and you can touch. Okay? And you can connect with them. Firstly, the whole idea is that you need to have contacts within that Pleiadian fleet. You want to invite them in, and you're inviting that in through intention. Going into meditation, quieting your mind, lifting up your energy, lifting up the love, and inviting in any Pleiadian contact, for example, that would like to speak to you. Okay, you can do that. But the best way I would suggest is that you go to the higher self first. You go to spirit, right? You quiet the mind. You let spirit come in. And now you may have an inquiry for spirit. Spirit, I would love for you to connect me with my star family. Spirit will bring them to you. Okay? That would be my way first and foremost. So guys, this is why I'm telling you, every single week, please do the BCR technique. Please do it. Okay? It's not going to hurt you. It's going to help you. If you guys want that contact, that's what you do. They are not going to talk to you while you're down in the dumps and dense. You got that shell. They can't crack that shell. You got to learn how to move into that nature of love on a higher elevated level. But like I said, go to spirit first. And that spirit help you with that. Okay? Okay, Petra asked the question, is it true that some people get HIV from the jab? Okay, well, let's look into that. All right, I had a person who contacted me not too long ago, and she was very concerned that her daughter had got HIV from her partner who took 3 booster shots. Okay, and so just intuitively I felt, no, she's fine. She's fine. And I looked into the cards for it additionally as well too. She was fine. And she tested herself as well too. She was fine. Okay, so a lot of it is just a wake-up call mostly, to helping us understand, you know what, guys, we got to stop volunteering ourselves to take these shots, because as long as we're volunteering, they're going to keep creating more. Okay, so this is what happens, is a lot of these corrupt ones go in and they start sabotaging these current vials that are present and start putting all of these negative responses into the vials as well too, giving it the impression that you're taking an HIV, that you have HIV inside you. Okay? So let's take a look at that. Okay. So is anybody getting HIV from the jab? No, not that I'm seeing here. Okay, these are very good positive cards here. Okay, looks like people are home free. I'm not detecting in that sense a mass of people getting jabs, right? So this is again part of the returning of the 50 million plus vaccines that were contaminated with that idea of false HIV readings. Okay, but no, looks like people are safe, right? They're completely out of the woods with that. So no, I'm not getting anything in regards to people getting HIV from that. That again is just part of a fear campaign that they were trying to basically just contaminate in the vials of vaccine to give the impression of fear, right? And so now that those vials are being returned, It's waking people up. I'm not going to really give my consent to this vaccine. There's way too much stuff with it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. Well, you know what? I'm going to stand with the truckers. I'm going to stand with the convoys. I'm going to stand with the freedom movement because I've had enough of this. This is what's happening. It's really just part of a counterforce campaign telling people, hey, all these vials in the millions have been returned. So it's trying to wake people up. That's all part of it. That's the counterforce admin doing that. Okay. So how are we doing on time here? Okay, we'll probably take about 2 more questions, and we're going to do the last group healing. Okay. Okay, here's the question I was looking for. So Syra Brighton asks, Brad, is fruit the highest vibrational food or vegetables? Is fruit the highest vibrational food? It doesn't really work that way. Okay, it's not about looking at the idea of a food item being the highest vibration. Fruit has a high vibration to it. Okay, vegetables have a high vibration to it, but it's more about the content that your body requires to administer the appropriate vibration it needs to function properly. This is why we say there's not one universal diet. If that was the case, everybody would be a fruitarian. Everybody would just be a vegetarian. But that's not the case. So there's high frequency in the fruit if it's grown purely. Okay? The soil also plays a part of it. So it's not so easy to answer the question of it being a high vibrational food. It is high vibration because it's grown naturally out of the earth. It's all based upon the components that we require for us to harvest good fruit. Okay? So if you have very fertile land, if it's a mineral-rich, fertile field, and you're planting fruits and vegetables there, they are going to be of very good quality. They're going to have a very high vibrational charge to them. Are they highest vibrational charge? Can't really say that. No. But they're going to have a high vibrational charge, right? So if you've completely seeded a field that's very fertile, that's got lots of great minerals in it, and it's wonderful soil, and now you're planting that, and now they start to grow, and now you're able to harvest them, yeah, you're going to have some very powerful food, okay? But that's not the case altogether. It's more so about what the body requires. Okay, the body requires components, compounds of different things for it to function properly. We're not just going to be spending our time out in the field eating a whole basket of apples all day and nothing else. Okay, we're going to add some other components to our food plan. Okay, and that is contributing in a high vibration. I can't say the highest vibration, but I can say a high vibration, yes. If we're working together in eating fruits, eating vegetables that are purely grown, that are grown well, that are nurtured well, that are loved as well too, because it's not just the soil. The farmers or the gardeners that come there need to start blessing the entire land, right? So they go in and they walk around the entire field and they start blessing it. They start blessing the food. They say, may the light of God shine upon all of the blessed food here on the land. That's increasing it even more. Okay? So I would say it's looking into higher vibration, but not highest. Okay? So it certainly is a high frequency, based upon how they're grown, how they're nurtured, and the amount of components that you bring into your body that assist in you elevating yourself. But the greatest elevation of yourself is through a healthy mental and emotional body the most. Okay? Physical body, yes, it can certainly be in good shape, and it feels good to be in a very healthy physical body, but that's not enough. We got to make sure the emotional and mental bodies are just as healthy as well too. Okay? Thanks for your question. It's a very good question too. Okay, guys, please no personal questions in these webcasts. Okay, guys, if you have personal questions, that's where sessions come in. All right? Or you can go to Patreon and you can come on to the group sessions. You can ask me, but I'm not doing personal questions for people, okay? We're keeping it semi-personal and general in nature. Okay, let's go down the list here a bit more. Sensei asks, will energy healing become more mainstream, moving away from big pharma? In time, yes, but not right now. The corruption on the planet has to end, guys. Okay, that's simply the way it is. We cannot continue to better ourselves if filth is still on the planet. Right? It's like you trying to live inside your house Well, in the corner of your room, there's a pile of manure over there. Okay, and that pile of manure is festering and starting to rot, and it's stinking up the entire house. Oh, we'll just have to coexist with it. No, it's going to become unbearable. You're not going to be able to live inside your house with a small pile of manure rotting in the corner of your room. Okay, that's the exact same thing with the earth. You cannot have a prestigious, beautiful, wonderful, peaceful earth when you have these pockets of manure stinking up the entire place. Okay, it needs to be removed, needs to be cleaned up, needs to be taken care of, needs to be sanitized. As it gets sanitized, now we move things ahead. Okay, so Sensei, you're jumping ahead a little too much here. We got things that we have to take care of first. People have to stand in solidarity. They have to learn to hold the line. They have to learn to work with love. Because through the softness, that overcomes the hard. Okay? And a lot of things need to be taken down. Counterforce admin is, of course, busy behind the scenes, cleaning up a lot of things that are behind the scene themes. Okay? But we have to clean up things in front of the scenes because those are in front of the scene themes. Okay? So we're responsible for the in front of the scenes. And there are those who are responsible in the Counterforce admin who are responsible for cleaning up things behind the scenes. Okay? We all have our parts to play. So that has to be cleaned up first. So the idea of the pharmaceutical industry has to be completely sanitized. You cannot have these revolutionary, powerful technologies being wheeled out on the planet when you still have the corrupt rampant. They will sabotage them every single time. The saboteurs have to be booted off the planet. They gotta go. That's part of the old veil. The veil needs to be pulled out. The saboteurs have to go. Because all they want to do is wreak chaos. But when they know that they no longer have any more power, and the people are now reigning supreme with their love and solidarity and peaceful non-compliance, all of that fades away. Now we can start to make changes. Now we can look into the idea of true medicine. Right? There is some great medicine that comes through technology. Absolutely. Okay, we even look at Tesla technology. We're looking at the idea of quantum technology. Right? Yes, we can look into the idea of med beds and so forth. But there's a lot more stuff that's even greater than that. Okay? So these are things that can be introduced, but the corrupt have to be gone completely. And humanity has to basically go up one step at a time until they're at the top of the landing for something new to roll out. It just comes with our natural innovations. Okay? Thank you. So let's take one more question, guys, and we're going to do group Q&A. Or sorry, not group Q&A. Group healing, I should say. We're going to do group healing after this one last question. Sirius, I already talked about the Ukraine yesterday. Okay, so I want you to go on to New Earth Insights Live, the one I did yesterday. I talk about Russia and Ukraine there. Okay, so please go to that video. Okay. Okay. Okay, Lisa has a question here. My heart is heavy with the Ottawa current arrests. Why? Why is your heart heavy? They know what they've gotten themselves into. Okay? And this is why when you look at the people who have been arrested that represent the organizers, they offer no resistance whatsoever. You do realize that they're not going to be in jail for long. They're going to be out in a very short amount of time because there's nothing that penalizes them from being in jail. Okay? They're going to go out. This is exactly what we need. Now, again, it does feel disheartening because it's people we love, right? People we're completely behind and we're seeing them go into jail. With me, I'm just smiling about this because this is great. This is another thing that they check off their bucket list, and now they realize they can't do it. They cannot do anything to entice these people. They're not going to move thousands of trucks by themselves. Are you kidding me? When they don't even know how to drive the trucks? They cannot arrest anybody. These are, again, a lot of it is empty threats. This is all part of war strategy that they're doing. Okay, let's take away their gas cans. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's arrest their organizers, even though they have no charge upon them, and they'll be freed here in the matter of days, and they'll come right back again. Okay, they have legal counsel, guys. They have a very large legal counsel, and they'll be out of prison very, very shortly. Right? It doesn't bother them. I can just look at their face and say, this doesn't bother them at all. I said, okay, it's all part of the plan. Hold the line, guys. I am completely committed to seeing this through. And that should be the joy itself, don't you think, Lisa? That you are completely committed to seeing this through. That you are now in the face of adversity and all you want to do is smile at it. That's a great response. That's a victory. They can't do anything. A few truckers may leave, but not the majority. Majority of truckers are still there. They're still standing strong. They're holding the line. A lot of them have already lost their jobs. A lot of them may already have their bank accounts seized. A lot of them have lost their property. They don't care. They're not going anywhere because they say, we've come too far to turn back now. It's their courage. So Lisa, don't you think their courage deserves that true love, that encouragement? Right? Look at the word encouragement. What's in it? Courage. Okay? So we should encourage the courageous. Should we not? Stand with them. Don't get into the idea of the folly pertaining to feeling, oh my goodness, they've been arrested and they're doing all this stuff. No, because believe me, it doesn't bother them. They knew that something like this would happen. They have such an organized plan of knowing exactly what these government officials are going to do. They know their playbook. They've had the counter forces behind the scenes helping them. They know everything that they're trying to do, and they're not surprised. Because as I've told you, when you look at the corrupt, they do not have imagination. They follow things by protocol like AI. They can't imagine anything. They just follow a playbook. And when that playbook reaches its end, there's nothing else that they can do. They drop everything. Go bring a negotiator, let's negotiate with the people. Negotiations happen, legal counsels are brought in, and now, before you know it, people are celebrating because guess what? The mandates have ended. That's what you're going to see. Okay? The people prevail. The people are victorious. It's as I've been telling you guys constantly for years. We've already won this. And now we're just demonstrating how we win this. It's already decided. It's already done. Do you guys think that everybody's just going to go back home and we're just going to forget about everything that we've been seeing a corrupt government do? Do you think that's actually going to happen? Hell no. This has awoken the entire planet. What is happening in Canada has awoken the entire planet. Don't you guys see this? That is what is happening, and the corrupt have been self-imploding. They are using all of their aggression, all of their hardness, all of their harshness to try and attack this movement. And while they're attacking it, they are shooting themselves in the foot, they are shooting themselves in the hands, they are shooting themselves in the knees, and now they can't stand up anymore. Their very aggression against the soft is the downfall and demise of the corrupt dark forces on this planet. They've killed themselves off. That's what they've done. They have unknowingly committed suicide. That's what they've done. Because they are battling the soft, and you can never battle the soft. You will lose every time. You will be a loser over and over and over again if you try to battle the soft. Because that's like trying to battle God. You can't. So do you get what I'm saying here? We've already won, everybody. We've already won. And everybody who follows that soft formula will win. Yes, they're going to come at you. They're going to ridicule you. They're going to slander you. They're going to spit in your face. They're going to try and sabotage your movement. They're going to try and arrest organizers. But you don't care. Because you're standing in solidarity And everyone there is acting as a collective. There is no leader. There's only facilitators. There's only organizers. The entire movement is one. And that is so incredibly powerful because the corrupt don't even have that. So Lisa, do you get it now? By you being the soft, you are unbeatable. You are untouchable. You are imperturbable. You are that unmovable object that cannot be moved. You are that unstoppable force that cannot be stopped. Because you align with the soft. And the soft can't be beaten. It's impossible. You might as well try and duke it out with God. All right? So, please be aware of that. And that's going to help you through the rest of this time ahead. All right? Okay, guys, let's go ahead and conclude today's broadcast with some group healing. So I'm not just saying all that stuff for Lisa, I'm saying it for your guys' sake as well too, okay? Because a lot of you guys get in the same kind of feeling. So, oh my God, it's so horrible what's happening in Ottawa. Sure, it's not a very pleasant situation, but you're seeing the demonstration of the soft. And once that's there, guys, that cannot be stopped. It's so beautiful, and I see the signs for it. And it's wonderful. We've won. We have already prevailed. Every single one of us across the world has already prevailed for as long as we hold to the soft, the peaceful non-compliance. Okay? Okay, guys, so what I want you to do right now is I want you to take a moment. And if you're doing this for yourself, just be aware of what you want to have done through yourself. If this is for somebody else, you're just putting that intention forward. The group healing that Brad is doing is for my mom, or it's for my brother, or it's for my husband, etc. Okay? And telling yourself what is it that they have that this will benefit as well too. So you're being the vessel holding space for them. Okay? So, let's take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Placing our hands in prayer posture. Seeing the heart transparent. Seeing the light now flowing in between the palms. Okay, making that light brighter and brighter. And now extending the hands out. Making it bigger and bigger. Brighter and brighter as you inhale. Brighter and brighter as you exhale. Brighter and brighter as you inhale. Bigger and bigger as you exhale. Extending the hands out as far and wide as they can go. And just placing your hands upon the lap. And just bringing your attention to your universal-sized heart light. For that is where your truth, your love, and your faith resides. So stay in that light now. Let's begin. Apply. And blessings to you all, okay? You are well, you are pure, you are perfect. Let's take all of that light. Let's slowly contract it back in. Let's bring that light back into our hearts. And as we're bringing it in, as we're retracting it, God is making me better and better. 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 For another person, God is making that other better and better. God is making that other better and better. God is making that other better and better. Putting that light back into the heart. And knowing that what you have asked for shall now be received. That you shall be rejuvenated, that you shall recover, that you shall be replenished. Okay, guys? Grab the glass of water. Invoke spirit into the water slowly sipping down the water, knowing that this healing water will bring forward everything that you need to bring yourself back into pure health and pure wellness. All right? Blessings to you all, guys. Thank you very much for joining me here on this Friday for New Earth TV Live. I'll be back on Thursday next week. And like I said, the Infinite Intelligence reports will be coming back monthly. Okay? So I should have an Infinite Intelligence report ready by next week. All right? Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you again in another perspective of the now, and hold the line. Be well. Thank you very much for checking out the New Earth Teachings YouTube channel. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And you can check out the websites, newearthteachings.com, where you can order a private session, 3 questions by email, EQ method, and a lot more. And you can also check out healingcodecards.com, where you can grab your mind deck, your body deck, and of course the brand new Body Deck Special Edition. All of these are available in digital editions as well. And you can also get a shirt just like this through healingcodeshop.com, where you can experience the healing codes in apparel form. So feel free to check out these websites. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you again in the next video. Be well.